Hi people, my name is Argandios and today I'm going to talk about Holy Priest. Okay, my original intention was to talk about changes, talents, etc, covenants, conduits, but Blizzard just gave me a beta, so I'm going to talk only about change and talents and well, stats basically. And I will let a second part for covenants, conduits, soulbinds, all the Shadowlands stuff basically. So let's go into changes for Holy Priest. There are a lot of spells that does not change: Dispel Magic, Psychic Scream, Flash Heal, Master Spell, etc. But we are going to go directly to the changes. So, first change, Power Word Fortitude. This spell now the increase stamina in only 5%, not at 10% like it was in Shadowlands. It's a reduction, but take into account that now we don't have scrolls which augment stamina by their own, so it's still a nice amount in relation with the power of the spell. Now, speaking of power, we have back Power Word Shield. Finally, we got it back. I missed this spell so much as a Holy Priest, you cannot even imagine, because this is a damage reduction. Yes, it's very inefficient, I'm going to talk about it, but if you have some hands, you know when and how to use it. And it comes with a plus, because with this spell we have the return of Body and Soul, which will allow us to move much better without need Angelic Feather. Right, close it. Okay, more returns. We have Shadow Over Death, one of my favorites. Take into account that it will return some damage. Well, it will return some damage if it wants. Okay, I have the shield here, so let's see if next one I will break the shield. Need to remove it if I need it. Yeah. There you are. I have a critic, so a bunch of damage that I have to take because I have not killed the target. You need to kill the target. If you kill the target, then you don't take the damage back. Now, Shadow Word Pain. Our favorite from long time ago. With this, we have a nice tool to do some damage in dungeons. Okay. Again, we are not this priest, so we need to use it with some hands. Okay, Holy Priest is going to be a much difficult class to manage into Shadowlands than it is now, actually, into Battle for Azeroth. Mind Soothe, another comeback. This is a very nice utility. Okay, it's not perfect, but for the dungeons I have played during Shadowlands beta, because I have tested already some of them. I have not tested all of them, but there are a few pulls when we can use this without so our rogues don't need to use Shroud or something like that. Okay, we use this in a humanoid or a dragon kind, and we pass easily with all the party. Mass Dispel has 2 ranks, nothing new really. The second rank do exactly the same it does now in life, and we have Power Infusion back. This spell is out of the GCD, so it's not a problem. And basically we will want to use it most of the times in a DPS. Okay, we Holy Priests, we do not want Hasta as so much as this priest or Shadow Priest want it, so we can spare it. Okay, except in specific situations. For example, if you do Mythic Plus, when you reach over 10, you have the new affix, and the new affix is good to save it for the moment in which the new mob appears and begins to damage, because we are going to need a very good throughput of healing, and this spell is going to be very good for that. Okay, now let's go for the specific spells for Holy. Another comeback, Circle of Helen. You cannot even imagine how glad I am this spell is come back. Okay, I always take this spell when it was a talent, even when the guides and the meta say, hey, no, you must pick this other talent because this other talent is much better, it does more throughput and whatever. I pick Circle Feeling because it is an absolute monster. In time, guys give me a reason, it was the best, but they need some time to catch me, basically. No, Holy Fire. Holy Fire has a change. It's not instant anymore. You have to cast it. In exchange, okay, it has no charges, you cannot reset it using Smite, but in exchange it hits like a truck. Literally. The amount of damage this spell does is huge. Absolutely huge. But you have to cast it. So you need hands to use it properly. Holy Nova. Another of my favorites. I must say I don't understand why people don't like this spell. In H.2, okay, I was doing over 20k DPS average in Mythic Plus, thanks to this beauty here. It's marvelous. But people say, no, Holy Nova is useless, Holy Nova is... In H.2, which healer was able to do over 20k DPS in half of the season, okay? Which healer? No one. Most Holy Priests were around 5k, and these priests were between 15 and 20k. And I was doing over 20k DPS average Mythic Plus. If I was in Temple of Centralis, you know the part when you have to pick the eyes and put them, that you know there are a lot of mobs, I was able to do spikes of over 100k DPS. It was insane, absolutely insane. And I suppose the loss has gone to Blizzard, because Blizzard has changed it. One of the changes I like, the other I not. The change I like is, no, you cast one time, and if you hit 3 mobs, it does a second charge, okay? The second charge goes in the same place you did the same, the first one. So I do this, move, and you see how it has made the second charge in the same place. Okay, the second charge heals and damage for 50% of the damage or healing than the first was did. Simply like that. What's the second chant? The second chant that I don't like. Well, that change is that now you have diminishing returns over 5 targets. It hits more than 5 targets, okay, but it does less damage. As I say, someone should have been seen the logs of my Mythic Plus and said, okay, that cannot keep into Shadowlands because all people, okay, the AoE, the damaging area is going to be nerfed to the ground, including this nice BT spell, which I love. More changes. Player mending. Another change I love is now instant. I can jump and use it. I sincerely have missed this so much. You cannot even imagine. To have prayer mending instant. Very nice, very easy. Okay, now with talents. In the first row we have Alignment, Trail of Light, and a new talent here, Renewed Fate. With Fate, well, our healing is increased over any target which we have renewed. As simple as that. It has some nice interactions with Benediction and with Holy Word Salvation. It's a good talent? I don't think so. Why? Because with Holy Word Salvation, yes, it improves Holy Word Salvation, but Holy Word Salvation is already a nuisance spell. So it's kind of, okay, pick it only to improve a CD which is each 3, 4, 5 minutes. Because you know that in raid we don't use renew so much, and in Mythic Plus we almost never use it at all. So it's kind of yeah, it improves renew, it can make us use the spell, but sincerely I don't see. And benediction, well, it's a chance. You can have a chance of put a renew, or you cannot. So it's chance which I don't really like very much. I usually take it like. In the 25 line we have body and soul, as I said. We have steel and angelic feather, so another movement. But I personally prefer body and soul to movement. Basically we can control it better. An angelic feather we have not charged, so I prefer this one. If you prefer angelic feather, it's perfect. I have no problem with that. In 30, Cosmic Rubic Pearl, Guardian Angel, and Afterlife. Afterlife, I think they have augmented. I'm not sure if they have increased the healing or the duration of the spell. I'm not really sure. Anyway, if you have to die to use it, this one has some nice interaction with the legendary clock, but I will talk about this when I talk about legendaries. Okay. Level 55, Seki Boss, Censure, Shining Force, no changes here. Level 40, we have changes here. We have Source of Light and Binding Hell, no change here, but we have a new talent in substitution of Cycle of Helen, which is Prayer Circle. Basically, each time we use Cycle of Helen, we are going to have a buff that which makes us cast Prayer Healing faster. So I put this here, I use it, and then I begin to use Prayer, and I go faster, another one, about 4, you can cast about 4 prayers of healing before the effect goes out. This is a normal one, Thick of Healing, and you can see the difference between one and the other. Okay, this is a good talent, especially in Mythic Plus if you go over 10, because you are going to need it for the the 10 affix. Okay, the mob that appears, it does a lot of damage. You're going to need throughput for that. Level 45, no changes. Divine Star, Halo, Benediction. Level 50, we have a little change here. Okay, in Apotheosis. Apotheosis, when we used it before, it did not reset the CD, the cooldown of our holy words. Okay, neither Serenity, neither Sanctify. Now we can use them and use Apotheosis, and immediately the CD is reset. We have all nice from here. Anyway, this is going to this talent is going to lose a bit into Mythic Plus. Okay, basically because the new affix. I personally think Light of the Naru will serve better this time, but it's perfect for Mythic Plus yet, so it's very good. Viability in Mythic Plus, I see it viable, but you need to have hands. I'm going to be very clear about this. Okay, to use Holy Nova, Holy Fire, all the Shadow Word Pain, Shadow Word Death, and keep healing well, you need to have fucking hands. It's going to be Holy Priest is going to be much more difficult to use in Shadowlands than it's in BFA, Better for us. Okay, if you want to use it right, if you want to do damage, if you want to do things, it's going to be harder to use. As I say, I've been using Holy Nova or Battle for Azeroth, which awesome numbers. I was doing in 8.3 when I stopped playing, which was just before they allow us to choose our corruptions. I was doing over 30k DPS, between 30k and 40k DPS, depending on the dungeon, but it was absolutely awesome. I was cracking the meta. Pitifully, I have to leave. So, I didn't show it. Now, more changes. PvP talents. We have 3 new PvP talents. We have still Holy Ward Concentration, Greater Heal, Miracle Worker, Spirit of the Redeemer, Ray of Hope, Greater Faith, and Deliver from Evil. Greater Faith is a great talent, Miracle Worker is a good talent, Greater Heal is a great talent, Holy Ward is a great talent, Holy Ward Concentration is a good talent, and now we have 3 great additions. We have Cardinal Mending. Cardinal Mending heals for 10% of the maximum health of the target and ignore any healing reduction effects from rogues, warriors, and whatever. And it can crit, which means you are going to heal by 20% of the heal of the target if it crits, which is marvelous. I must say I have leveled in Holy for Shadowlands and I leveled like a god, literally. I was leveling and I was with PvP active, and probably I was one of the little class able to kill a rogue, a leveling rogue, okay? And geared rogue, well, it's more difficult, but I was able to do it thanks to this, for example. Another new PvP talents, Thought-Steal. This is a talent that we want to use only with casters, okay? Warlocks, balance druids, mage. And what this does? Well, it basically steals a utility spell or a CC spell, more than a utility spell, a CC spell from the target. If the target is a mage, we got Ship. If the target is a warlock, we got Fear. And so on. I don't remember which spell is from Balance Druid, but I think it's something. Roots, maybe. I'm not really sure. Okay? And it is instant. What does it mean? It means you are healing, picky, okay, a launch a heal, blah, blah, blah. And the mage says, okay, I'm going to ship the Holy Priest. I'm going to ship the healer. And you go and say, no. Well, I cannot steal anything, but you press this, it's instant, and when the mage finishes to cast his ship, it says, hey, what the fuck? I have no launcher spell, because he has no longer has the spell. And this here has transformed into the mage ship. So you can ship the mage and kill whatever we want. Or ship the healer, or whatever. Okay, for 20 seconds. You can use it several times, easy and very nice. And you have fucked that mage. Literally. It has a 1.5 minutes CD, and it's a very nice addition. And finally, one of my favorites, Divine Ascension. If you have played Warlords of Draenor, being Holy Priest, you may remember, for example, Ashram. In Ashram we had a book in which we learn a spell that launches into the air and we could cast while floating. Well, this is almost the same. We cannot cast shadow spells, so I'm going to pick one so you can see. And go here.
It's too far away.
Well, you can. No, you can. Well, anyway, perhaps what he means is that we cannot cast shadow spells, but so I mean with casting time. But if they are instant, you can use it, because I did. Anyway, you can cast casted spells of Holy. As you saw, I used Prayer of Helen, and I used it while I was moving. So perfect for melee combinations. You know, rogues, feral druids, warriors, red paladins, all that kind of stuff that usually makes our lives unhappy. We go, is our healing. Oh my god, no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. That rogue is going to kill me. Hop. No, I cannot use it. I don't understand this. I used it right. I suppose it's a bug. Sorry. Well, you saw before I did it, so it's not a great deal. I will put a ticket now saying, "Hey, this spell does not work. What the hell have you done?" To finish this video, I will talk about stats. Stats, intellect is going to be our main stat, by whatever reason. Okay, there is no reason at all to not change a piece that gives us more intellect than before. Okay, so except for necks and rings, we are going always to get a E-level upgrade in any piece of gear, literally. Right now I think the numbers were about 2.5 more healing and more damage from intellect than from any other secondary stat, including crit, Hasta, versatility, whatever. Okay, so intellect is going to be very, very important. And taking into account that our secondary stats has diminishing returns, we are going to keep going for intellect. I say that during this expansion, well, a higher item level item is going to be an improvement. Whatever we go, whatever we want, whatever we say. And I say that probably it's going to be that way for well, most specs and classes. Right now we have come back to Classic and Burning Crusade, where if it had more intel level, it was better. Basically that. In short. Now, if you have two pieces of the same intel level, or we are talking about necks or rings, what are going to be our stats? Well, whatever you do, Raid or Mythic Plus, crit is going to be your favorite until you reach 25%. When you reach 25%, you are going to hit the beginning of the diminishing returns, and then they will continue. I think it was each 5% or each 10%. I'm not sure right now. I think it was each 5%. 25, 50, 35, 40, 45, etc. Each time you hit one of the milestones, the amount of crit you need to get 1% extra is increased. So up to 15 to 25% crit is okay. Once we reach it, probably we will want to go to versatility or mastery, depending on the content you do. For raids, we're going to have crit, Hasta to up to between 10 and 15%, about those numbers. 10% probably better, and then mastery. Once we have reached 25% with crit, with mastery, we will go versatility. Mythic Plus different. We will want critical strike first, then Hasta up to about 20%, maybe a bit less in the low line of 20%. Okay, is when I, at least myself, I find myself being comfortable with it. And then versatility. When we have reached that 20%, critical strike and versatility. Mastery in Mythic Plus does almost nothing for us. Yes, it's an increase in healing, but we have no damage extra, so it's not really a good start for Mythic Plus. And well, this has been this beginning of the State of Holy Priest in Shadowlands. As you see, I'm not in the beta right now, I'm in the PTR, because, well, I like to show my task modifications, which I have not in beta. Now I will go more videos for Outlaw Rogue, Protection Paladin, and Shadow Priest, which are the other classes and specs that I will probably play in Shadowlands, depending on how much time I will have. So if you want any of that, in the next days I will do videos like this with which is the state of the class, and then in about a month or something like that I will do a second part of these videos talking about legendaries, conduits, covenants, and soulbinds. This time in the beta, not here. So thank you for stay with me. I hope this video has been useful for you and you like it, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.